of the biggest market drivers this week, shifting expectations for coronavirus relief. Let's get to Ilan Mui. She's in Washington with a look at where things stand. Ilan, good morning.
Good morning, Joe. Well, the big deal might be dead, but there could still be a lifeline for the airline industry. The Treasury Secretary and the Speaker of the House were back on the phone again yesterday. They talked twice about a standalone bill for the airlines. Now, both in the House and in the Senate, there are proposals that would provide $25 billion in relief and extend the payroll support program through March. Now, the House took up that measure last week, but it was quickly blocked by Republicans over procedural issues. Over in the Senate, there is a bipartisan bill with 2 Republican and 2 Democratic co-sponsors. Now, I am told that after the president tweeted, Commerce Committee Chairman Roger Wicker started polling his colleagues to see if there was any potential hope of moving that legislation forward. Now, there is an important difference between the House and Senate versions of the bill. The House bill would be almost entirely new funding. In the Senate, a large chunk of the money would come from loans and grants that had previously been authorized, but that have not yet been spent. Only $11.4 billion would be required in new funding. And that explains why the president tweeted that he already has the money to make this happen. Now, guys, the Treasury Secretary and the House Speaker are slated to speak on the phone again today. We will see if they can cut out one more deal before the election. Back over to you.
Okay, Ilan, what are you hearing about? I mean, we need, presumably, when they call it piecemeal, they usually don't mean just one piece. Do you know, are you hearing, in addition to airlines, what's next? What would be the next priority, do you think, down the list?
Yeah, airlines is the only thing right now that we know that Democrats are talking to the administration about, right? And we know that passing anything is going to require both chambers of Congress. So that's number one. But over in the Senate, there are additional bills that are focused on the priorities the president had laid out in his tweet. So there is a bill that would extend PPP and allow some small businesses to take out second loans if they need it. There is legislation around direct checks, even coming from Republicans. That's a little bit smaller than what Democrats had proposed, $1,000 a person for both adults and for kids. So there are some bills that are swirling around in the Senate. Whether any of them go anywhere or whether Senate leadership decides to bring them up to show that they are following the president's marching orders that he put out in those tweets, that remains to be seen. But it's really airlines where we're seeing the most momentum right now.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.